My question is, are all trans women women? You haven't answered that question.
Well, that's not the point that we're dealing with here.
That's the question I'm asking.
Trans women are women, but in the prison context, there is no automatic right for a trans woman.
So there are contexts where a trans woman is not a woman?
No, there is circumstances in which a trans woman will be housed in the male prison estate.
Is there any context in which a woman born as a woman will be housed in the male estate?
Look, we're talking here about trans women.
And I'm now asking about women born as women.
I don't think there are circumstances there, but...
So it's different for trans women?
Well, yes, and I'm not...
So they're not equal?
That is not... There is a risk assessment process done for trans women that takes account of the nature of the crime. Clearly, significant concern arises out of sexual crime and whether it's appropriate for them to be in a female prison or a male prison.
Hello, IT. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Nicola Sturgeon has to admit publicly she's a TERF. You admit they should not be in women's jails. You admit that?
Of course they shouldn't, right? Because
so you're a TERF?
Because, you know, but...
So you're a TERF?
But there's not...
Okay, you're a TERF. Great.
This is
great. You're a TERF. Like Benjamin Butterworth and folk like Scheming Sturgeon have spent years trying to attack so-called trans-exclusionary radical feminists, have tried to make them the target of hate mobs, like we saw in Scotland last week with those despicable folk holding the signs "Decapitate TERFs" with SNP MPs in front of them. And actually, what they have proven today is that Benjamin Butterworth is a TERF, Nicola Sturgeon is a TERF. There is nothing wrong with being a TERF.
Dear.
What being a TERF is about is protecting the rights of biological women.
There are people who have opposed this bill that cloak themselves in women's rights to make it acceptable, but just as they're transphobic, you will also find that they're deeply misogynist, often homophobic, possibly some of them racist as well.
And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that